Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the Warriors beating the Denver Nuggets. What a fucking game that was. Warriors ended up winning in overtime, 137 to 131. I didn't think they were going to win this game. Once Aaron Gordon started hitting three after three after three, we kept leaving them open. I'm like, yeah, we ain't going to win this game. Until the third quarter, when Steph Curry started to heat up. You know he's going to heat up at some point. He finally started to heat up there in the third quarter. I felt like he was getting hammered on every play. And he finally got some free throws. So we ended up cutting to a 2-point game. And he had a 3 to tie it. Then Aaron Gordon goes down and hits one to take the lead. Left him open. And then Steph Curry hits like a 30-something footer to tie the game. And Draymond with an excellent defensive play to force overtime. And Steph Curry was just amazing in the second half. He had 7 points in the first half. He had 35 in the second half. Unreal, man. Age 37, and he is still playing at an elite level. Like, it's going to be a team in the Denver Nuggets who I think is very good. With the additions they made in the offseason, it's a big win. You know, Jokic kind of had an off night shooting-wise. He missed a lot of open shots. But, man, what a game. 2 great games tonight. Both went into overtime. One went to double overtime, one went into overtime. But I don't want to hear shit. I do not want to hear shit about... You remember that NBA GM survey where who you want taking the shot with the game on the line or something? Most of them both Steph Curry people are like, oh, he ain't clutch. I don't want to hear fucking shit about him not being clutch. Fucking carried us in the fourth quarter in overtime when we really couldn't get much else going. It's like that, thank you for changing my life. I'm literally Steph Curry. That screenshot. But yeah, Jimmy Butler hit a clutch 3 there. It was at the end of the shot clock. That was pretty much the dagger, and then they got a miss, and Curry ran it for an easy layup. But man, he ended up with 42 points. 42 points. 7 assists, 6 rebounds. He's one of a kind, man. Been watching him play for 10 years. I've seen him do this about, feels like 1,000 times. But it never gets old, man. Been watching this team since 2015 when I was a kid. And I really love watching Steph play. I'm like, I'm gonna root for this team. And I just love the team as a whole, man. But Steph's my favorite player, and they're building winning mentality this year. And I think they can. I think they can be a contender this year. I really do, with the experience they have in the starting lineup. And with about 2 minutes, he told the crowd to stand up after he got fouled in a 3. Hit that 3 to force overtime, and he just absolutely carried them down the stretch. Absolute just clutch. And and then the stop by Draymond there. And people are like, oh, is that even a good shot? It's Steph fucking Curry. Yes, it's a good shot. For most players, it probably ain't, but for Steph Curry, that's an amazing shot. When you're the greatest shooter of all time, every shot's to use a good shot. Healthy Curry will always ruin a team's night. I don't know why they should played off right there, but I mean they did foul him on a 3 with like a minute left. So I mean I don't know what more you can do there if you're Denver. But Steph gonna Steph, man. 14 of 25, made all 8 of his free throws, 6 of 12 from 3. Also had 3 steals and a block. Unreal, man. He had a solid first game against the Lakers, but tonight was just exceptional. This team is going to have a winning mentality with these veterans, man. Anytime it's a show to be put on, he's going to do it. Anytime, he's going to do it. And I just love that closing lineup as well. I was really critical of the lineups at times, but the closing lineup of Steph, Jimmy, Kuminga, Dre, and Horford, that's the lineup. Closing lineups. That's the closing lineup. Nobody Hill, no pause, none of that shit. That's your closing lineup. But yeah, Steph was the main story with 42 points. But I'll talk about some of the negatives from this game, really their defense on Aaron Gordon. Look, Aaron Gordon can shoot. This isn't some fluke. I was probably talking like, oh, he ain't gonna do this shit again, it's a fluke, but I like Aaron Gordon, dude. That guy, he's phenomenal. He's a dog. He got that, woo! He got that dog in him. He isn't some fluke three-point shooter. He shot 43% last year. Was it on this many attempts? Probably not, but he can shoot. This isn't some fluke. I like people like, oh, this is a fluke. It's not a fluke. He can shoot. They have to get out on guys that can shoot like this. There were some things I didn't like in this game, which I'll get into. There's some negatives. I mean, I'm not really a fan of separating Steph and GP2's minutes from each other on offense, even for just a tiny bit, because it's clear he looks lost on offense. He needs Steph to be next to him. So, Steph ended up playing probably like 30-something minutes, but he only had like 24 heading into the fourth quarter. You know, they kind of face a real team. The Warriors immediately show issues with Kerr's lineups after that good 10-0 start. Then they outscored 27-8 at one point. And through the first two games, I feel like it's kind of clear the Warriors might have some serious issues maybe guarding the perimeter. It doesn't help when you have guys like Buddy Hield and Pods who can't guard a fucking trash can out there. Luka, Reeves, Murray, for a little bit, went to town on them. It should help a lot when DeAnthony Melton returns, but I don't know if it's going to make them like the favorites in the West. But this is the lineup. There was a good lineup that they ran for like 2 possessions where they had Curry, Hield, Kuminga, Dre, Horford. That was a good lineup, and they took it after 2 possessions, and it went right back to shit. But Kuminga's contributions on offense, it's better. Like, he had some good contributions on offense this game. There were some bad defense possessions with him, but that's going to happen. His defense has been a disaster at power forward guarding Aaron Gordon, though. What did I say in the first game? What did I say after the first game? Stop putting him at power forward. That does not utilize his potential playing at power forward. Play him at small forward. Maybe they're playing the percentages, because Gordon is usually attacking the paint and baiting into threes. Maybe he's never going to go 6 for 6 like that again. But, dude, if he makes 1, okay. But if he makes, like, 3 or 4, okay, go out and guard him. Don't leave the guy open. But it felt like Aaron Gordon was cooking on everybody tonight. It's not just Jonathan Kuminga. He was really cooking, it felt like everybody, no matter who they had on him. I've never seen the kind of shooting development that's happened to Aaron Gordon. He used to be like a dunk, just a guy that attacked the paint and dunks. He's really, his three-point shooting got better. I know he's unguarded, but I don't care, man. If you think what he's doing right now is a fluke, you're not paying attention. He shot 43.6% on threes last season. Get a clue and guard him. Yeah, sure, 43% isn't 7 from 3.5. But if a guy makes like 2 in a row, okay, go fucking guard him. Don't leave him open. And people are like, oh, it's on 3 attempts per game. I don't care. Go and guard him. If somebody shoots 43%, go out and guard him. I don't care. I don't compliment other teams. I compliment other team's players a lot, but Aaron Gordon has my fucking respect, dude. He was an athletic dunker who wanted to be a top option, wasn't that, became a real player who became stupid gritty on defense, increased IQ, and became an utter asset from 3 rather than a liability, which is impressive. And people are like, oh, this is a once-in-a-career kind of game. Okay, sure, he's not going to have 50 every game, but it's time to acknowledge Aaron Gordon is a damn good player on this Nuggets team. And there was at one point, the Warriors had took the lead after they'd come back from that about 14-point deficit in the second quarter. The Nuggets noticed Kerr's small-ass lineup and adjusted by putting Aaron Gordon in to make a big tandem of Jonas and Aaron Gordon. The Warriors then lost all momentum after that for a bit because they were too damn small. And then we had role players shooting the ball with 20 on the shot clock. Pods, who I think airballed or barely grazed the rim on a 3 and went out of bounds. He still hasn't done shit. And for most of the fourth quarter, I was getting kind of pissed with Steve Kerr because he kept Draymond Green, his best defender, on the bench almost the whole fourth quarter. He finally puts me with 4 minutes left. And Pods, don't get me fucking started on him. He has not improved at all. Moses Moody's coming back? Good. Moses Moody better start over Pawns. I'm fucking sick of Pawns. He fucking sucks. Will Richard took some jump shots where he was open. I don't know if those are the greatest shots for the Warriors, but he was open on them, and I thought he played some good minutes at times. But Curry, man, 35 in the second half. Steve Kerr was fucking demonic in these fourth quarter. Like, what were these fourth quarter lineups? The one near the end of the fourth quarter and overtime, that's the lineup. Like I said, Curry, Jimmy, Kuminga, Dre, Horford. That is your closing lineup. He waits too long to put guys in. Motherfucker waits until the last 3 minutes to go big. Stop doing that. Just play big. Like your biggest lineup. Stop playing these small balls. This small ball shit. I've said this for a while. Stop doing this. But Kuminga, I'll give credit, man. He blocked Jokic in the paint. That was the greatest stop of his defensive career so far. Hell of a block there on Jokic. But shout out to Steve Kerr for closing with the bigger lineup. Curry, Butler, Kuminga, Dre, and Horford. I'll take that all day. It's almost like a dream to see this guy close with a reliable core unit. And the Warriors scored 17 points in the final 6 minutes. Curry scored 15 of them, including the final 13. He literally carried them to a win. They felt like they had no business having. And then Jimmy hits a big three in overtime, really hit the dagger. Kuminga had some nice moments. And I say JK in the lineup, I'm not saying defense, that's just the best possible lineup you can have out there. He got the block on Jokic in crunch time, so I'm not going to fully hate on his defense. He got that clutch block when they needed it. That was a clutch block. Night, Warriors improved to 2-0. And also, I noticed on that block that Kuminga had on Jokic in the paint, you just gotta give credit to JK right there. They say Kuminga can't defend off ball. Did you see him direct Steph to the switch and got the stop on Jokic? I hope he's growing on all levels. Was his defense perfect this game? No. If he was a tad more obsessive on defense, he would take an even bigger leap. He looked good on defense down the stretch. That was a high IQ defensive play right there. But yeah, there was the negatives, but I kind of a negative with Kuminga, but there was a big positive there at the end of the game right there. He had just huge win. Yeah, let's go over the stat sheet. Butler, 21 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Really kept the Warriors in that first quarter, scoring the last 9 points. Kuminga, 14 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Draymond, 13 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds for Draymond Green. Had a nice defensive play at the end of the fourth quarter there. I don't know, Jokic, that was phenomenal. Pods, 11 points. This guy sucks. Post, 0 points. Buddy Hield, 11 points. It's kind of inconsistent, though. Horford, 13 points, 3 rebounds. A great out Horford game. He had like 2 or 3 3-pointers. Will Richard, 6 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. And GP2, 6 points and 6 rebounds. Now, Will Richard did miss 2 open shots, but I liked what I saw from him in the minutes he had. Denver, Aaron Gordon, 50 points. Jokic, 21, 10, and 13. Triple-double. Murray, 25 points, 10 assists. Cam Johnson, 5 points. Pretty much Michael Porter out there tonight. Christian Brown, 6 points. Didn't get much from him. Valanciunas, 8 points off the bench. Tim Hardaway Jr., 10 points. Bruce Brown, 4 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. And Peyton Watson with 2 points. Warriors improved to 2-0. Nuggets dropped to 0-1. Team stats, Warriors shot 50 from the field, 38 from 3, 76 from the line, 43 boards, 10 offensive, 33 defensive, 33 assists, 3 blocks, 11 steals, 8 turnovers, only 8 turnovers tonight, limited those, 58 in the paint, 16 fouls. Denver, 53 from the field, 40 from 3, 92 from the line, 43 total boards, 7 offensive, 36 defensive, 32 assists, 4 blocks, 8 steals, 13 turnovers, 56 in the paint, 22 fouls. But yeah, first quarter was kind of back and forth. Second quarter, Denver started to pull away, but the Warriors ended the half nicely and then outscored them 33-24 in the third. Then it was back and forth in the fourth quarter. Phenomenal games tonight. Warriors play again, well, I guess technically today, October 24th. They played Portland, second game of the back-to-back. It's going to be tough. Portland's a scrappy defensive team, and coming off the back-to-back, we'll see what happens. But yeah, Warriors start off 2-0, an excellent win against a great Denver team. We'll see what happens then, but leave a like, subscribe for more. Till next time out, peace, and have a good night.